asked me the other day, and I wanted to answer, but we ran out of time. You asked me something about if I thought that Obama was being unduly attacked because he's black, and I'm serious. I'm not sabotaging you. I'm just asking. Do you think that perhaps he is?
That's not a sabotage question. I'm happy to answer it.
Okay,
and
good.
My answer is yes.
Okay.
I think a large portion, as Jimmy Carter said, a large portion of people who don't like him. I'm not saying a majority.
Okay.
But I think, look, the birther stuff, that he's not from here, he's not really American, doesn't have American values. To me, that's all steeped in racism.
Okay. Well, boy, I wish we had more time. See, what I did was I sabotaged myself. But Alan, God bless you. Thank you. You've been so gracious, and I would love to have you back. In fact, next time we'll spend a little more time together, okay? Thank you as well.
Thank you.
Well, that was Alan Colmes, folks. And again, I want to tell you, if you would like to check him out, just Google Alan Colmes, and he does have his own website and his own blog site, and his 2 books, Red, White, and Liberal, How Left is Right and Right is Wrong, and Thank the Liberals for Saving America. What we're going to do is we're going to take a time out. You guys out there that have been concerned about this birth certificate on the White House website, you don't have to be concerned about it anymore. It's a forgery. It's a fraud. It's a fabrication. 1,000%. Folks, trust me. 1,000%. It's settled. I mean, that's not even the issue anymore. So, you're welcome to call and talk about the birth certificate, and if you have questions, and particularly if you disagree, feel free to call. But I'm telling you, that's settled. Now what they know...
Are you sure you're not a racist, Carl?
I know. I was going to ask you, Mike, so what do you think about that? Are you a racist? Because are you a birther? And if so, are you a racist? Alan Colmes says if you're a birther, you're a racist.
Yeah, I don't know. That's one of the arguments here that really troubles me. I know you're concerned about that too, because it really is a straw man argument. That
yes.
It's like asking someone who's making a valid point in a debate, when did you stop beating your wife?
Right.
When there's no evidence that the person ever beat their
right,
wives.
Right.
But they rely on the seriousness of the charge to trump
carry the weight.
The evidence, because there's no evidence for it.
Right.
But let's put out a serious charge here to muddy the waters.
Right.
And the muddying of the waters here in this case is the racism charge.
Right.
Because the only people who are bringing up race, back in 2008, conservatives were labeled as racist because we were against, we were putting out all this evidence of who Obama is really, for real.
Right.
And never, ever bringing up the color of his skin.
Right.
And the only people bringing up the color of his skin were the liberals and the Al Sharptons and those type of people.
They're the only people that ever talk about race, Mike. They're the only ones.
Who's the racist then?
I know.
Who's the racist? Right, and now that really does make them the racist, because you and I and all the other, and I've been hitting on this pretty hot and heavy ever since 2008. We have never ever mentioned the fact of his color.
No, we've
been against every liberal that's ever run for president.
That's right. That's why I'm saying I don't care what color he is. I would love to have a black man or a black woman as president, provided that they love this nation and love the Constitution and worked within the framework of the law. I don't have a problem with that. I'd be fine with that. In fact, I have supported black candidates in the past. And by the way, Barack Obama, if you want to talk race, he is biracial. He is not black. Well, Mike, but no, you're right. You and I have never, ever mentioned race. We don't play the race card. We don't bring up the race card. There's nothing in my background anywhere that I challenge anybody to find something in my background that indicates I'm a racist. It's just not there. I'm not a racist.
As Bible-believing, born-again Christians, and as a pastor yourself, it is anti-biblical and anti-Christian to be a racist.
Yes, it is.
Consider what happened when Moses married his wife Zipporah, and Moses' sister came against him and said, "What are you marrying this woman for? She's Ethiopian."
Right, and
Now, people need to read the Bible and see what God's response was to that.
That's right. That's right. He put a curse upon Moses' sister's skin because she was cursing this woman because of the color of her skin, which, by the way, was a dark color.
Right.
Yeah.